my name is Maggie, and thank you so much for joining me today to redo Simoleon Beach. I think this beach is one of the better lots that's available to the public, but it can really do with a revamp. So I'm deleting everything and starting from scratch. I have like a European style rocky old money beachfront in mind, and I want it to be a place where families can come, but also I think this is going to be more aimed towards adults. So I want a tiki bar, I want, maybe Mauritian inspired beach vibes, like a Mauritian resort, but I also want it to be European, the style of the building. So that's what I'm starting with over here. I thought to make platform stairs, but when I did the testing of this in live mode, it didn't work out, so I had to change it to a normal staircase. Even though that's really unfortunate, I still show you how to do platform stairs so that you can do it if you wanted to try it on your own lots. It just doesn't work if you want to take it all the way up to the second level, because the Sims can't walk from the very last platform up until the first level. Okay, then I also made a little mountain on the side by taking some rocks and sizing them up, and I wanted to put in a secret hidden waterfall, so that's what I'm working on here. I found this inspiration on Pinterest, and I really wanted to try and see if I can make a hidden waterfall, even if it just appears to be a hidden waterfall and it's not actually functional in live mode, which unfortunately it isn't. It still looks like a beautiful waterfall that you can walk through, and there is something on the other side of the waterfall, but unfortunately the Sims can't walk through the waterfall that I've used. But it still looks beautiful, and I'm gonna leave it there because it's so pretty. Then I wanted to have a little area where the Sims could sit, and maybe like a coffee shop vibe, but at the side of the beach. And I think if you do have kids and they are in the water, this is where you can sit as a parent while they're playing in the water. Because this is a public lot, I also use doors that are already open, and I wanted to add a deck that goes all the way across the beach that has like water activities. This is where the resort influence comes in a little bit more. Here I am building a little lounge area that I also want to turn into a tiki bar. And I think this is going to be so much fun for the adults. Again, sitting here and watching over your kids. So there's a little drink tray table and a full bar at the back. But the bar felt a little bit empty, so I might add something there later on. Now for the interior on the lower floor, I wanted to add a jacuzzi room. This feels like the kind of resorts that we normally go to in South Africa. You have like camping areas where you can go, and then you actually have a jacuzzi room, and you have like a little machine, you pay to be able to go in the jacuzzi, and it is available to the public. I don't know how everyone feels about sharing a jacuzzi in public, but if we have public bathrooms, you might as well have a public jacuzzi. And then I did have to add public bathrooms because it is a beach lot, so to satisfy the needs of the beach lot, you have to have that as well. Okay, as promised, I did come back to the tiki bar and added in columns and made a room here, deleted all the walls and applied the same foundation that I had on the rest, and added a roof on top of it that I covered with I think it's some kind of thatching and this really thick trim that makes it look like an intentional tiki bar with a little bit of shade there for whoever's working at the bar. Then they don't have to stand in the sun all day, so I think that's great. And then here I'm adding in the deck where you'll have water activities. I know these skis are meant for snow skiing, but you can also do water skiing, and there is a boat, so I think that's kind of why I added it there. It's decorative. And the snowboards are also, you can use your imagination and pretend that they're wakeboards. So I added in this slide, and I wasn't sure if it was actually going to work. And I also have the diving panel, or like staircase that you can dive off of. So we'll see when I play test it later if those things actually work, and then I'll show you. I wanted to add a lot of greenery to the walls to add to that feeling that this building has been here for years and plants are growing all over. It's also part of nature. You're on the beach, you are between the rocks, and it creates a whole vibe on its own to have all the greenery on the walls. Now on the entrance side, I wanted to make it look similar to the other side, and I am going to add in balconies here, but they're going to be a little bit smaller than the other side. I used fences around the rooms that I created and columns to make it present as a balcony, and then added a roof at the top of each balcony to give it a little bit more character, and then added greenery all around the fence so that it looks a little bit more, I don't know, tropical. I decided to change the door on the top floor, and I wanted to make this area somewhere where people could come and relax as well. So the first room I made up here is a bar area, and it has seating at the bar, and it also has tables where you can sit. And I'm sure if you wanted to have a drink outside and see the view from the balcony, you could do that as well. Then for the second room, I wanted this to be somewhere you could be when it's a little bit colder. So there is a fireplace, a nice rug, and it's a little bit more cozy. So I have some books here on the coffee table and candles and the fireplace. So if it's a colder beach night, you could come here. Back to the downstairs area, right where the jacuzzis were, I added these floating shelves. It is from a mod, I think it's MCM, and I used it as shelving that has a lot of towels that you can use on the jacuzzi side. Then I also wanted to add some shelving where you could stow your items while you're in the jacuzzi room. So if you have bags and, you know, all of your beach stuff, you can just put it somewhere, and you have access to towels and everything. So that makes it feel a little bit more like a resort. It's a really fancy beach, this one. Can you believe it? This was probably the fastest speed build I've ever done, and it was because I was so excited to build this and it got me like going. So I did it in about an hour and a half and trimmed it down now in this video to about 9 minutes, but it's beautiful. I want to go here. I want to chill at this beach, and there's so much to do, so anyone who enjoys water activities will really love it here. But there's also really relaxing indoor space. Of course, I had to test this in live mode and look at the state of this place after The Sims had it for just a few hours. At least I can tell you that the diving platform is functional, but the slide unfortunately is not. And look at what The Sims did to this beautiful area. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope I'll see you in the next one. Please remember to like and subscribe. Bye!